Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today, we're making Jamaican peanut cakes. Now, on a trip to Jamaica, my family and I were greeted by a vendor on the street that was selling these. And after the first bite, I knew I had to learn how to make these at home. These desserts pack so much flavor, and they're a great go-to snack for any time of the day. So, let's get started. Alright, so for the ingredients, we're going to need a quarter cup of freshly grated ginger, 2 cups of water, 3 cups of roasted peanuts, and I like to use ones that are lightly salted, 3 cups of brown sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Alright, so to get things started, we're going to peel our ginger. And I just use a hand peeler for this. If you guys know of an effective way of peeling ginger in another way, please let me know down in the comments. But once the ginger is all peeled, we move on to my favorite quote-unquote part of this recipe, grating the ginger. And this can feel like a long and tedious process for grating the ginger because you will need a quarter cup of it, but I promise you this ingredient is necessary to really make these Jamaican peanut cakes pop. And your goal here is definitely to get very tiny pieces of ginger. So I thought about using a food processor for this, but it didn't get the grains quite small enough. But if you know of a method of grating a lot of ginger in a short amount of time, please let me know down in the comments. But once you have all your ginger grated, in a large pot, you want to add in your water and the grated ginger and bring this water to a boil over high heat or 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 232 degrees Celsius. And covering the pot will allow the water to heat up faster. And once your water and ginger are nice and boiling, you want to add in your peanuts, the brown sugar, and the cornstarch to the pot. And to make these Jamaican peanut cakes taste really good, you want to drop in a like button too. Seriously, thank you guys so much for liking this video. It really supports this channel in more ways than one. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button to see more recipes like this one. And stay tuned until the end of this video for a sneak peek of the recipe coming next week. But your goal there, after adding all those ingredients, is to stir the pot until they're all well combined. Once they are, now you want to add in your cinnamon and stir it again. Cover the pot with its lid and allow this to boil for about 40 minutes. And in that time, the water will reduce in the pot. And you definitely want to monitor your pot during these 40 minutes just to make sure that the water hasn't reduced too much and it starts to burn. But once that time has passed, you want to add in your vanilla extract to the mixture and stir that in until it's well combined. You then want to allow your pot to continue to boil uncovered for about 20 more minutes while you stir the mix occasionally. And you always want to keep an eye out for the mixture to start separating from itself as you stir. This will be a good sign of it being ready. And if you're using a digital thermometer, once the top of your mixture reaches about 225 to 230 degrees Fahrenheit, the syrup in the mixture probably is caramelized and you're ready to serve them. Another good visual test that you can see is that when you stir it, you should be able to see the bottom of the pan as the syrup has thickened enough to the point where you start to scoop it away from the cooking surface. Once that happens, you can remove the pot from the heat. And working relatively quickly, you want to line a baking sheet or a flat surface with parchment paper, and using a ladle, pour out a portion of the peanut mixture onto this baking sheet. And there should be enough ingredients to make about 12 Jamaican peanut cakes, also known as Jamaican peanut drops. Now you want to allow the drops to cool for a few hours at room temperature, or you can place them in the refrigerator to speed up the process. Once they've hardened, you can separate them from the parchment paper, and you're ready to serve them and enjoy. And just like that, you've made Jamaican peanut cakes right at home. Now, if it's available to you where you are, I would place the Jamaican peanut cakes onto a fresh, clean banana leaf and wrap them in that to cool it in. This adds a unique and authentic extra touch of flavor to the final result. But as always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 2, Elevating Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on the screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel to see more recipes like this one, and don't forget to click that bell icon to be notified when my next video drops. And sharing is caring, so if you think someone else will like this recipe as much as you did, feel free to share this with all your family and friends. And stay tuned until next week, where I show you to make this amazing Mediterranean style dish, chicken cauliflower shawarma, a truly delicious meal for dinner. Well, thank you all so much again for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Give this recipe a try when you can. Check out more recipes on my page now, and I'll see you next week on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.